Welcome to Doc's Daily Dose for Dads, prescribed by Dr. Harrison. So last night I felt a little bit like an ass, kind of an asshole. I mentioned yesterday in the video for my youngest son's birthday how my middle son was feeling some type of way about it. Now the interesting thing the comment that I made in that video was that, we told him, we know what you're doing, bro, cut that out. And he cut it out, at least for a good portion of that night and that day. And then the next day, still same thing, right? And so I had to really take a step back. And my wife's the one that she was feeling some type of way too about how he was feeling. And so last night when she got home from work, we were just chatting. We were saying, kind of worried about him. I know it's the whole middle child syndrome thing, but if he's not getting enough love and attention, we need to do something about that. Now, I still hold ground to the fact that I'm not going to do anything extra for him on his brother's birthday. Respect that that's your brother's birthday. That is his special day. I consider birthdays special days for the people. This is the day they were born. They were brought into this world, right? So I'm still okay with that. But we started to think a little bit, and we were like, well, if you think about it, my oldest, he can damn near hold a adult conversation. So he's talking all the time. He's always involved in conversation. Actually, he's jumping in where he's not wanted to be in sometimes. My youngest one, because he's young and we're trying to cultivate that skill of language, he talks a lot and we talk back, and every time he says anything, we're always talking to him. Right? We really want him to speak up. We really want him to express himself. So we always engage. The middle one, though, well, he's kind of trapped, right? He's not getting as much attention as the young one, who's the baby, and the oldest one, who can interject, he's not there yet. So he's in this limbo, this purgatory place where he can hold some conversation, but he could also just kind of fall back to the side. And I was like, well, I don't know if that's fully it. There's got to be kind of more to it. And I sat back and I thought some more. And I said to myself, you know what? I think I understand why maybe he's not getting as much attention and love from me and mom as the other two. And the reason is, he's everyone's favorite. Everyone outside the family, whenever we go somewhere, people always pick him. They gravitate towards him. They see that little twinkle in his eye. He's funny. He's smiling all the time. He's very social. He says hello. He's constantly engaging with people. So, and he's got the long curly hair and he's really cute. So people are always just and giving him big hugs. And so I think because we saw that, and because he got most of the attention from the outside, more so than the other two kids, we, whether we recognized it or not, pulled back on our attention for him. Which is wrong, right? Our attention is what's most important, not these strangers, not these teachers or coaches. Yes, it is important, but it's not as important as mom and dad. So the key here, though, is not to do anything extravagant and not to do anything once or try to make some one special day for him or buy him some big gift. No, it's just giving him more attention daily on the little things and being more consistent, right? So really taking the time throughout the day to have a conversation with him, to spot the things that he's doing well more so than the other kids and tell him good job, and just those small, consistent daily things where I can reinforce that good behavior. I can praise that good behavior, right? It doesn't have to be anything grand. It just has to be consistent. And we weren't being consistent. And that's what made me feel like an ass. Because in that moment, I realized all my training, all my schooling, all my life experience, I still mess up. Now, here's the other point to this. I told you guys, I'm not perfect. My kids aren't perfect. I don't think any parent's perfect, right? But what makes you a good parent is communicating with the other parent, observing your children, finding out what it is that you need to change, noticing and recognizing that something's wrong in the first place, figuring out ways to change that up and be consistent over time. It's just like any other journey, right? Parenting's a journey. It's just like anything else. The more you grow, the more you challenge yourself, the more you observe, the more you implement strategies to make things better, the better it will be. And the more consistent you are, the faster that growth will be. So I'm okay. Even though I felt like an asshole, I'm doing better now because I know I'm recognizing where we slipped up and it's never too late to change it. So we started changing it last night and I'm going to keep it going today. As soon as I get done here, I'm going to go in because I know he's probably just now getting up and give him a big old hug, ask him how his night was, if he had any dreams, and just hold a little conversation with him, give him a little more attention. Maybe you should think about, is there more attention you need to give to one of your multiple kids? And is it caused by the fact that other people give them so much attention that you pull back? Even if it's not the attention and it's something else, sit back and self-evaluate where you can improve, because that's the only way to improve. That's Doc's Daily Dose for Dads. Don't forget to hashtag Doc's Daily Dose for Dads, hashtag 4D. All social media at rebirthbx, Apple Podcasts, Google Play Music. Hit the subscribe button. I'll check you guys tomorrow.